Right out here, we got a point that comes all the way out at the mouth of a nice flat spawning pocket, I guess you could call it. These fish are sitting on a hard spot, just waiting to ambush anything that comes by. Oh, we got it. I watched it. Red cranks. I can't show this one to the camera, but it's gonna be a dadgum killer. Yep. Big. That's a school of crappie right there. They're constantly flushing over the top of a high spot that we're fishing right here. Oh, big in. First time in there with the jig. We gotta give this guy away right here to a lucky MFer. What is up, MFers? I'm so excited for today's video because we are faced with some impossible conditions. What I'm talking about is the ice came off this lake about a week ago and the water's still about 40 degrees, low 40s. Terrible. And to add to it, it just rained like 4 or 5 inches the last 3 days. So all these lakes have gotten super stained. As you guys probably know, cold, muddy water is some of the toughest times to catch fish. But guess what? Coleslaw and I just went out and we ripped up some freaking donks right here, this spot, cold, muddy water. And we're gonna teach you guys how to in this video. Oh, and guess what else? Caught him on a moving bait. One that you never seen before. We can't show them that, Coleslaw. Let's cut that out of there. Yeah, you guys don't want to stick around for this video if you're faced with these conditions, which I know a ton of you guys are around the country. It's one of the toughest times of year to catch them. And I have a pretty much foolproof spot for you guys to check wherever you're fishing to go out and hopefully catch some fish. Oh, and right quick before we start the video, I thought that Huxley the Fish and Pooch and I would show you what came in this month's Super 6 sack, and I'm about to give it away to one of you lucky MFers. This is one of the best sacks of all time. I saw Justin Royal did a video unboxing it the other day, and it made me excited to look through what's in this. So if you're not sure what the Super 6 sack is, basically you sign up for the subscription service and they send a bag of awesome tackle, loaded full of tackle to your door every single month. And if you hit the link at the top of the description, use promo code MFSuper6, you're gonna get a discount. You're gonna save money on your very first subscription sack. You don't even gotta sign up for the full year or anything. You just do 1 month at a time. Let's look at this. I think you guys are gonna want to sign up after you see what's in here. Oh my god, cool. So look what they did. Divine Shaky Worm, Plum Fleck. That's like my favorite color of all time. It's like a blue fleck color, 7-inch size too. This is a killer. If you guys know Brad the Hammer from the Ozarks, I don't know if I should say this, but he may have won a lot of money on that at Lake of the Ozarks last year. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh, look at this. This one might look familiar to you guys. A Divine Swim Bait in Clearwater Rose. The same damn one we just freaking caught 12 pounders on in Texas. Literally same one, same color, everything. You don't put crappy colors in the bag. You get good stuff. Speaking of good stuff, look at this little tiny finesse guy. That's a little 25X. Love it. Little tiny square bill. Won some money on that last year. Oh, my man Kevin Baxter gonna like this one. C10 in his color. Jait Juice. Just a great 10-foot diver. Nice assortment this month, Coleslaw. Oh, I like this. They put some swim bait heads to go with the swim bait. These are 3/8 ounce size. You can see high quality hooks. Screw lock keeper. Same ones that we threw on the Alabama rig, or you can throw them by yourself, single swimmer. And then we're mixing up with a muddy water bait, 50S. So the silent square bill and chartreuse black back. That's gonna be awesome in some muddy water here. Probably in about 10-degree warmer water. We're gonna start throwing stuff that looks like that. Dude, I love this. You get all different colors, all different types of baits. So far we got 2 different soft plastics. We got 3 different crankbaits, swim bait heads, and now we have a jig. That's actually the jig color that I designed, the hybrid jig, and grass mutant, 1/2 ounce size too. That's the one I throw more than any other. And then last but not least, we got ourselves another plastic. Oh shoot, Coleslaw, they're starting to put my favorite color in the plastics. That's not good. They're giving away like all my secret baits in these sacks. Not fair. Green pumpkin burst, stroker crawl, great jig trailer. Captain Ron's been punching with this thing. I feel like I've said the entire 6 Cents Pro staff almost in this little introduction to this video. Whatever, they're all good dudes, and if you guys want some badass baits like this, look at the top description, promo code MFSuper6. Stay tuned to the end of the video, watch through, learn some stuff, see some cool fish catches in impossible conditions, and I'm gonna tell you how you can win this sack right here with all these baits at the end of the video. A little bit better than my usual gas station food. Huxley, what do you think? Think it smells good? We're gonna get it sauced. No, Hux. No. Good boy. Just went through a school of crappie or something. That's what it looks like. Is that a fish? It is a fish. Ate it going sideways. Hope that's not one of the ones I'm seeing down there.
that one?
Yep. Oh, oh, we got it. I watched him eat it. That was awesome.
So you do got one.
I do got one. That's like I was saying, Cole. He came up and bumped it, and then he came back and red cranks. I can't show this one to the camera, but it's gonna be a dadgum killer. Little prototype bait. He got it crossways, but he's still not hooked great. That's how you land them, Cole. Don't show people that bait, Cole. That's a dirty, dirty girl right there. I'm gonna take a picture of that one, send it to Casey with that in its mouth. That'll make him warm inside because he painted this one. A little bit deeper running crankbait than you're accustomed to seeing from 6 cents, but red guy, little offshore hard spot. We're gonna show you in a little bit what exactly it is that we're fishing. This was just a basic one for earlier. We caught a 6'8", bunch of 5-pounders before, but start off a little 3 3/4 guy on the crankbait. Deal. Finally made it happen right there. So what we're fishing here is just like the best looking staging stuff you can possibly fish right now. The water is pretty stained, way more stained than usual. We're usually throwing a jerkbait over brush piles, drop off, stuff like that, but the water is only 1.5 foot visibility. And so I talked to you guys about this in a video the other day where during those situations when the water's a lot more stained, when it's cold like this, you know, low 40s, mid 40s, I don't like to throw over the top of brush piles and stuff quite as much, because those bass don't use their vision to feed nearly as much as they do when that water's crystal clear. They're using their lateral line to feel around. And what I've found is when they use their lateral line to feed around, they like to get low in the water column. They like to sit on some of these breaks and these points and these hard spots and eat crawdads and sit there. And they'll still eat those same crappie schools and panfish and shad schools, but they like to get down that harder cover. And so what we got going on right here is we got the main lake right out here. I mean, we're on a small body of water, but this pertains to just about anywhere you can be right now if you're in really cold water. But we got the main lake right out here, right behind the boat. And then right out here, we got a point that comes all the way out at the mouth of a nice flat spawning pocket, I guess you could call it. They're not going to spawn in here for a long time, but there's a ditch that runs through it. Well, coming out from there is this point, and this point drops off pretty gradually. It's got another ditch on the back side of it, and then the main ditch of this creek right here running out in the middle, right like that. And these fish are sitting on a hard spot, I assume just waiting to ambush anything that comes by. And we're seeing crappie schools on the Panoptics rolling through here, but this is just a super traditional pre-spawn staging spot. And this is like early pre-spawn right now. These fish aren't thinking about spawning or making beds or anything like that. They're thinking about trying to stay warm and find a way to eat something. And the best way a big fish can do that is sit on the bottom on one of these hard spots, which is hard spot. I mean, it is kind of relative to your fishery. Of course, if you live in the Ozarks, you have an entire lake full of hard rock, but this lake has almost no hard cover. And so when you find an irregularity like that on a point right off the main lake, ditches next to it, pockets next to it, that's a perfect spot to find some of these early season fish. And we're targeting it with a bunch of different types of baits, but so far it seems like the crankbait has been the way to go to get these fish to react. I'm just waiting for some big ones to move in here. A lot of times this time of year it can be a timing thing, right, Cole? So even though we're just catching small ones now, the bigs can pull up whenever. Yep. Just had to say it, Cole. Cole just had to say game face. Ooh, he just barely got it with the nose of his lip of his nose. No. Net, Cole. Not a bad one though. I mean, we're not freaking railing them like we thought we would, but when the water's this cold, it's kind of fun to catch them on a damn moving crank. We tried everything, but reaction bait, way to go. It's a good sign. We're just getting back up to the juice, Cole. I even know how to use my talons and everything, maybe. Bigot. No, we'll see. Big old head shakes.
prototype.
Oh, dude, this is gonna be a crazy good bait. Yeah, I just kind of pinned his mouth funky. Another freaking good one though. So crazy that this water isn't even that dirty. It's 43 degrees. And he comes, and all they will eat is that moving bait. I like it. I like it a lot. I thought when he ate it he was biggin', but that fish is ice cold. He don't want to eat right now. He's not that big, but better than what we were catching. I said we're coming back to the magic spot one time before we go. It's 2 and 3 casts. Let's keep going, Cole. And the second out of the 3 casts, when I didn't catch one, it was instant bogged down with grass. They got it.
What? I might have to do that other prototype that you had.
I got 2 of these. One's a little bit different color, but oh, giant, dude.
Really?
Oh my god. Oh, I lost him.
What?
No. You see that one?
I didn't.
That was like a 6-pounder, dude.
Damn.
Oh. Damn. That's crazy. I can't believe the timing of this deal right now, dude.
No kidding.
We fished this spot for so long, twice today. And it was just kind of nothing, or just one here, one there. Should have had that one, dude. Damn it. There we go. That's not one like I just had, but it'll do. They're out there, you know.
It's one though, huh?
It is one. It is not small.
Double up.
Heads up, he's over here by you.
Gotcha.
He just wants to ski. This one's really into water sports. Big water sports guy. Freaking pretty good one, Jesus. I'm over here dicking around. Heavier fish were caught. Healthy guy.
Yeah, it is.
Every single one of these has this bait across its face. That's how you want it. Even that big one that came off had its mouth freaking brace faced, and I think that's just, sometimes they don't get it that good when they eat it straight sideways like that. If that was a crawdad or whatever they think it is instead of a lure, they'd be very successful. But you guys notice when I'm reeling, I've been talking about this, how crazy this is. I'm moving this thing. And the reason for that is the water's so cold, you gotta get them to react to something. Last time we were fishing this spot, Coleslaw caught some big ones just dragging a swim bait super slow. And I think it's because they were eating a ton of bait fish. And that's just what was triggering them, I guess. But now we've drug through here with the jig. We've thrown a jerk bait over the top. Haven't got any bites on the jig. Jerk bait, they're just like chasing it. We can see them on Paint Optics coming up and just nosing up to it and then piecing out. But this fast moving crankbait in a red color has absolutely been the ticket. And this is what's going on. We got, this is school of crappie right there. They're constantly flushing over the top of a high spot that we're fishing right here. And unfortunately, there's a bunch of slime and stuff on the bottom of the lake here, so it's getting bogged up in your bait. But when your bait doesn't get bogged up, you better hold on. A lot of times too, they like a stop and go retrieve when they're on this bite where they have to react to it. Right now, it's just a straight retrieve, bombing that thing as far as you can. They're sitting in about 9 feet of water, 8 feet of water. When they get it, they freaking gobble it. Oh, big in. First time in there with the jig. And how long? I'm serious. Can't make this up, Coleslaw. I know I like to screw with you. You just had to get that damn drone out of the sky where I wanted to get a really cool fish catch on film. Oh, I caught him stupid, but he's a fish. Okay, okay. I should have tell people to throw a swim bait or a crankbait a bunch of times through there. All right, not a giant one. I thought he was way bigger than that. He's a fighter. Put the little hybrid jig on. Cleaning up. We're about to leave. Every time we throw through here with crankbait, we're getting sick of it. Just sliming up with grass. Gets old. It's either like you catch one right when it hits the bottom before it slimes up, and then 3 feet later it slimes up. We haven't been bit for a while, so picked up the jig for the first time in a long time to pull through there. First cast, got that guy. We didn't catch a freaking giant. I had one hooked up and I lost it, but cannot complain when the water is low 40s and muddy. We made it happen. Don't forget the tips we told you guys about fishing those high spots leading into the back of some of those spawning creeks. Hard spots on the high spots, right on the drop off, right off the main lake, as close to the main lake deep water as possible. And remember, when the water's muddy, they tend to feed down. They tend to sit tight on that stuff on the bottom. Use your lateral line. You want something banging around at the bottom of the lake, as opposed to fishing up higher over the top of brush piles, laydowns, rock piles, stuff like that. You want to be down against it. Anyways, we gotta give this guy away right here to a Lucky MF for 3 very simple steps. Go share this video. Share it with whatever person you think would love a fishing video or just sucks at fishing and needs to know more about pre-spawn fishing. Comment down below. Drop a comment. Let us know what videos you want to see moving forward, and then you have to either be a subscriber on YouTube or a follower on Facebook. So go do that right now. Tomorrow, check back in this video description right down below. I'm going to put the giveaway winner's name. I want to pick a random person in the comments down below. You got to be a follower, subscriber, and you have to share the post, and I will ship. I can't believe this thing has this many baits in it. You can ship this out to you guys if you want to try it out. Like, I'm only giving one of these away, and a lot of you guys are going to be entered. So very simple. Like I said, hit the link in the top description. MF Super 6 will get it to you super cheap. You already get a discount by getting this all together, but when you use that promo code, you get it super, super cheap. And if you don't like it for whatever reason, I don't think a single person has ever canceled before after that first one that they got. But if you don't like it, very simple, you get canceled. You're not locked into the full year, 6 months, 2 years, 20 years, rest of your life, or anything like that. So don't be afraid to do it. MFers, we'll catch you soon. Long day. Dark to dark, 5 o'clock this morning until daylight savings time dark, which is now like 8 o'clock, which is awesome. But we gotta get to bed. We got another long day tomorrow, and more pre-spawn fishing. I don't know what else to say. Cole, let's freaking do it. I'm out of here. Peace.